All right, let's get to it, y'all. I was supposed to make this video literally hours ago. Again, I apologize for the shaking. Y'all know I'm using my tripod and my iPhone, okay, to make this video. Okay, let me stop moving. I'm moving too much. Hey, y'all. Welcome back to my channel. If you haven't seen any of my other videos, my name is Raven, and these are my video diaries, and this is video diary number 2. So I watched my last video and I realized I just did too much talking in the intro, and I got a short attention span. I'm sure a lot of people else do. So I'm just gonna get into it. But before I start, I hope y'all had a good day. Y'all, it's like 11, almost like 11:15 at night. I just been lollygagging and BSing, and that's what this video diary is gonna be about. I'm just gonna, because if I don't talk about it right now, y'all, I'm never gonna record the video, okay? And in the last video, I told y'all I'm gonna fight against myself to try to do better. Well, today is July 2nd, and since July 1st, I have not been fighting against myself, y'all. I've been just falling into my old ways. So let me just give y'all a brief synopsis of what I've been going through. I think that's the right word to use, but if not, y'all know what I mean. So from June 1st to June 30th, I went through a fasting period. Now, granted, y'all, it wasn't 100% like I did everything like I'm supposed to do. I slipped, and I ate outside of what I was supposed to eat. So basically, it was supposed to be just fruits and vegetables for the month of June. Which, if I had to grade myself, I would give myself a B minus. I could have did better. However, during this fasting period, there was just a lot of things that I learned about myself and what I can and can't do. So in my previous video, if y'all watched my last video, the main thing I was talking about was my weight loss journey. Besides, like, my son, this has been the biggest thing that I've been working on, because it's been a challenge, it's been a journey, and I've been having highs and lows about it emotionally, okay? Sometimes I feel really good, other times I feel really sad and depressed. So during this fasting period, the Lord was basically speaking to me and just telling me, like, what I can't do, right? Okay, and today was one of those days where I've had days like this before. Now, granted, I'm in a way better mood than I was earlier, but this morning and throughout this afternoon, I was going through the motions. But today was one of those days like I've had before, where I am just sad because I'm mourning my old life, or I'm mourning the things that I love. And I don't even know how to describe what it is that I'm talking about, but just follow me, and maybe as I'm talking, I'll talk myself through it. That's usually how it happens, and maybe it's something that you could resonate with. So basically, long story short, y'all, because it's late, when I came out of my fasting period, I had told myself, like, I'm gonna indulge a little bit into the things that I was missing. So yesterday, y'all, yesterday I didn't have any fast food, which was good because I definitely wanted to buy fast food. But I had a lot of snacks. At work, I did okay. So I started off my day poorly, first of all. I had some cereal for breakfast. Now, granted, I had Raisin Bran Crunch, and it was like, that's my favorite cereal, by the way. And if you like, who like Raisin Bran? Me? I love it. But Raisin Bran Crunch, that's my favorite cereal. So I had some for breakfast yesterday morning, and it's like 230 calories. The milk was like another 200 and some odd calories. Okay, whatever. And I had a banana, but I also had some crackers, some cheese crackers. I had some Chips Ahoy cookies. Okay, when I picked my son up from work, when I picked my son up from daycare, y'all, I really overdid it, okay? I had 3 bags of chips back to back to back. Now, the small bags. Now, something was telling me, don't buy the chips. You don't need chips. But I wanted to indulge. I'm like, I ain't had chips in so long. Like, I just want some chips. I bought 3 little bags of chips. And I'm all fidgety. I'm sorry, y'all. Just bear with me. I had 3 little bags of chips. And I came home, and I had a Diet Pepsi. I mean, I was just eating poorly. I was just eating badly. After I done went this whole month with eating clean and seeing results with my weight loss and all this other stuff. And I really started to feel bad. I felt really bad. towards the end of the night, and I started thinking, like, was it worth it? You get what I'm saying? Like, was it really was those little moments of pleasure worth how you're feeling right now? And the answer was no. So last night I went to bed and I'm like, I gotta get back on it tomorrow. Like, I can't, like, I didn't came so far, like I can't go back. But granted, this morning I I started off my day exactly the same. So um I did I had a cup of coffee to start my morning with creamer. Now, I do love coffee, but I love creamer even more. And I know I'm not supposed to be having all that sugar, right? So I had a cup of coffee. And as I was having a cup of coffee at work, I was talking to my homegirl. And eventually, y'all meet my homegirl. Her name is Nicole, because we've been talking about starting a little podcast situation, but you know, we'll get there when we get there. For right now, we right here, okay? So I was talking to my homegirl and I was just expressing to her about how I was feeling that morning, because I thought I had something on me. This morning I was feeling sad. I was angry. I felt anxious. I felt afraid. I just was feeling all of these emotions, and I was talking to her about how I was feeling. Basically, I was just telling her, like, I'm really struggling with this food stuff now. And we began talking about other addictions briefly, you know, because we at work. It's only so much we can fool our life before we gotta actually get back to work. But our conversation really helped me. It picked up my spirits a little bit, but not enough to get me out of my funk. So one of the things that the Lord has been telling me since I got saved, and was telling me today, is like, write down how you feeling, right? So I began to write down how I was feeling and wrote the responses that I felt like I received from the Holy Spirit. So, and I had to kind of talk myself through how I was feeling, and it did make me feel better. So basically, I'm gonna just finish the story, then we get to the point of the video. So basically, I wrote down, how are you feeling? Like I said, I'm feeling mad, I'm feeling sad, I'm feeling anxious, I'm feeling afraid, right? And it's like, why are you feeling like that? Well, I was feeling sad and mad because I'm frustrated, because these are things that I love, right? I love, I don't want to say bad foods, but that's what it is. Like, I really do love, who don't love chips and candy and, you know, just stuff like that. Like, I really do love snacking. I really do love food. Granted, I do understand now that I do have a food addiction, probably more so like a sugar addiction. And I was sad because I'm like, I can never have these things. I should have brought my notebook now that I'm thinking about it, but I just go off the dome. I'm sad because it's like, why do I have to live a life where I could never have these things, right? I felt like I was mourning stuff that I love, and I have a relationship with the Lord to where I get upset with Him, which is like hot girl wet, but I get upset because I feel like He takes away my comforts, right? Which, in the grand scheme of things, that's what He's supposed to do, right? Like, if I'm always praying, I want to be a new woman, I want this, I want that. And it's like, well, you have to change. But I've been so stuck in my comfort zone for so long, things that help me get through the day, or just keep me out of a state of uncomfortability for so long, and He's been taking those away. So I think briefly I spoke in the last video. I am a person of habit. I'm a creature of habit, which leads to me having a very addictive personality. So for years, y'all, I was addicted to smoking cigarettes. I think I was telling y'all this. I had an alcohol addiction, and now He's revealing that there's also a food addiction that I have to beat, and this is a hard demon to conquer. So basically, through me writing down how I was feeling in my journal and everything, I felt like the Holy Spirit was telling me, like, you can have these things, you just can't have them right now. And you can't have them right now because you have a goal to reach. And once you meet your goal, you can have these things in moderation, right? Occasionally and in moderation, but you cannot have them every single day. And until you learn how to control your urges, you cannot have them at all. So even once I meet my goal, if I still can't manage my urges, then I don't need to do it, right? So a long time ago, I learned, well, not a long time ago, but I've learned, one of the lessons that I learned is that I cannot crack the door open to things that I've shut the door on at all, because I don't know how to just take a little. I'm just if I like something, I really like something, I'm gonna overdo it, y'all. Like, it's like an obsession. Like, I guess that's what it is. So with me going through all of those emotions today and dealing with that today, I was thinking, like, why, when you free yourself, or when the Lord frees you of something, gives you a pathway, a clear pathway to start something new, you get on that journey, why, when you had the option, do you go back to the stuff that was hurting you? Like, why? And this is just food that we're talking about right now, but you know, when you start thinking about stuff, I got to thinking, like, dang, it's not just like that with food. It's been like that. You know what I'm saying? Why would you continue to go back to something that's hurting you? Are you so comfortable, like, in your sadness? Because, like, when you think about it, even though I love these things, while I'm doing these things and indulging in these things, the results that I'm getting from these things is not making me happy. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's keeping me in a state of depression, because I have, like, these shackles on me from these things that I'm addicted to. So I'm casually, or I'm making these strides to free myself from these things that I'm addicted to. And when I do take big steps and leaps, I take a big step back, because I keep going back to it because it's what I'm used to. And so now I'm just thinking, like, okay, well, maybe I just don't need to do them at all. And that's just so sad, right? Because I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I get on this camera and I talk about my walk with Christ, I talk about my life or whatever, and I hope I don't come across as a person that, like, got it all figured out or know exactly what's going on. Y'all, please excuse my hair. I did like a flexi rod set, and as y'all can see, the flexi rods is not flexi rod no more, but I'm about to go to bed, so it's all good. But yeah, I hope I don't come across as a person that got it all together, or, like, I know I don't come across as that, but as a person that's, like, me and my god sister was saying, it's like a Bible thumping Jesus freak, like somebody who is convicting people and telling them that they wrong, because y'all, I'm far from that. I want to say that I'm a babe in Christ, like I'm a baby, because I make giant steps, and I make giant leaps, and then I go back. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I'm gonna just be real. I am a very disobedient child. It's not funny. It's not funny. I'm a very disobedient child, and it's not because, I ain't gonna lie, sometimes I don't want to do the stuff that I know that I'm supposed to be doing, because it's just like, it's too much work, and I always be feeling like I already got enough on my plate. You feel what I'm saying? Like, but when you're called to be something greater, and even me saying that, I don't even, that's another video, but when you want to do something more than what you used to, and you don't want to like, I don't want to continue to just live a mundane life. Like, I want to evolve past where I am now. Like, I don't want to stay here. So I know that's going to cause me to have to put myself in positions that, like, make me uncomfortable, but not all the time do I want to be uncomfortable. More times than not, I want to sit in what's familiar. You get what I'm saying? Like, even when you think, like, outside of the food stuff, right? Like, even when I put y'all in my business just a little bit, just to spice the video, add a little razzle dazzle, spice the video up a little bit. When in my previous relationship, I knew before I left that is not where I was supposed to be. But I didn't leave because I was afraid of what my life would be like outside of this relationship now that I got a baby, right? So I didn't want to be a single mom. I don't think nobody really want to be a single mom, but I just, I didn't want to struggle like that. Even though I was struggling in that relationship mentally, my thought process was I would rather struggle and deal with this than have to figure out how to take care of this baby by myself. When in reality, I was taking care of the baby by myself anyway. You get what I'm saying? But I stayed there because it was familiar, right? Did I like the fighting and arguing and all of that? No, I did. I hated that. Did I like feeling insecure? Did I like um coming home and having to clean? Girl, don't get me into, look, I'm talking about girl. Don't get me into going, because I get to saying some stuff I ain't got no business saying. But did I like the position I was in when I was in that relationship? No. But I would rather deal with that because all of that was familiar to me than deal with the unknown. So maybe that's what it is, right? The fear of the unknown. What is my life gonna be like once I fully get this up? And if I'm being completely honest, like I've been through this before, so I know that I can get through it. But food is not a cigarette. Food is not liquor. Food is not sex. Food is not a relationship. Like, these are all things that I started doing once I got older. I've been eating and having like these type of eating habits or whatever since I was a baby. So since I was a kid, you know, so what is my life gonna look like outside of, which sounds so, it sounds so dumb now that I'm talking about it, but like, what is my life gonna look like outside of cookies and cake and chips and stuff? Like, can I never have a bag of chips? And then it's like, are you able to just eat one bag of chips? I don't know. Like, am I ever gonna be able to have another drink? Because like, y'all, I do be thinking like, dang, eventually I do want to have a drink. Like, when I get married, am I gonna have a drink at my wedding? Me and my husband, can we do a toast? Like, is there gonna be a time like during the celebratory period where you know, like, I just want to have a drink, you know, whatever. You know how when you go out with your homegirls, if y'all celebrating something, we may get a glass of wine or a glass of champagne. Or, you know, for my wedding, people drink, you know, just like, is it going to be a time where I never be able to have that joy, I guess, that drinking gave me again? And it's like, you can do that, but why would you go back to something that took you so long to get up out of? That don't make no sense. You get what I'm saying? Like, why would I have just a little bit of liquor when I had to fight and claw out of an alcohol addiction? You get what I'm saying? Like, it's not that deep. I don't ever want to be in a space where I'm stuck back there. So I guess while I'm doing all this rambling and carrying on, the point of this video was like trying to talk through, why do I continue to make the same mistakes and self-sabotage myself. We talked about self-sabotage in the last video, and I guess this is just like, it's not a daily diary, but it is a diary. And if somebody was ever wondering, like, why am I a person that say I'm not gonna do something one day and then turn around and do it the next day? Like, why am I a person that, like, why do I do that? You know, like, you have some people who are so motivated and show up for themselves to where they say they're not gonna do something, they just don't do it, right? Why am I a liar? Why am I lying to myself? Why am I making promises to God that I know I'm not gonna keep? Especially when I read in the Bible that the Lord said, you know, you shouldn't make promises. Let your yes be your yes and your no's be your no's. Basically, like, if you say or don't swear, you know, if you say you're gonna do something, just do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to, just do it. And if you don't know whether or not you're gonna be able to do it, don't commit to it. Like, I don't want to be a person that continuously lies to myself and lets myself down, because that kills my self-confidence. And when my self-confidence is low, that puts me in a state of depression. Like I told y'all last video, I can't afford to be in a state of depression. I got a son to raise. You feel what I'm saying? So I have to be a person that is honest with myself and a person that shows up to myself and who keeps the promises to myself. But I don't know how to do that. I don't know where to start. Like, even with today, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna start over. But y'all, I still did bad today. I still did poorly today. There are so many things that I know I'm not supposed to do that I've taken little steps to break through that I still just, I don't know, y'all. I still can't shake it. Like, for example, social media. I realize that when I'm not on social media, I am so productive. When I don't have my phone in my hand, y'all, I am so productive. Like, the last couple of days of my fast, the Lord was like, okay, let's get off social media for a minute until June 1st. Out of habit, I still go on social media. I would still like click on the app and scroll a little bit, then be like, oop, and then close it. You know what I'm saying? The hardest one for me to break was YouTube, because I like to watch YouTube videos. Like, I'm making a YouTube video. I'm a talk radio girl. So I like to listen to my podcasts. I like to listen to my think pieces. I like to listen to my story times. Um, I used to be heavy into listening to music and stuff like that, but more now I'm just like I love talk radio, stuff like that. So, and it helps me push my day forward. But even just the scrolling through YouTube to find what it is that I'm looking for, or you scroll so long you go through a rabbit hole when it's like you're supposed to be doing X, Y, and Z. Let me give you an example. My son, he's been gone since Tuesday. Today is Wednesday. And I don't usually have free days, but for the last 2 weeks, thank the Lord, my baby daddy been picking up his slack. I don't know why I'm telling y'all that. Like, whatever. He been picking up his slack. So my son, he's been over there, which is giving me some free time, right? And even though I don't really have nothing planned in my free time, I just know that there's stuff around my house that I need to do. Like, I could do my meal prep. I could get myself together earlier so that I could go to bed at a decent hour and wake up, get more sleep. Like, even today, I was supposed to reflexy ride my hair so my hair could look, super cute for work tomorrow. And instead of doing all of that, y'all, I was scrolling on my phone. And it was just a reminder, like, I need to just stay off social media. But it's like, dang, I can't. I think that's what frustrates me so much. Like, dang, you can't have nothing. I'm like a child, like, and it's crazy because I have to do this to my son. You remember it used to be kids where your parents, when you get in trouble, like, say they put you on punishment and they like, go to your room. You gonna find something to get into to where your mama gotta take your door. She gotta take your TV. She gotta take all your toys out. She even got to strip the sheets off your bed. Like, it's nothing in your room. You have to just look at the wall. And even if you're just looking at the wall, you're going to find something in your mind to break your concentration. Like, and it's so crazy that I say that, y'all, because my son is just like that. If I want to get him to focus on something, I got to take everything away. Like, even like, I think I told you on the last video, my son, he has autism, right? So even in like trying to get him to do little stuff that I know he can do, like, okay, we're gonna work on a worksheet today. We're gonna work on your handwriting, write your name. He did, and I'm like, Ryan, focus. You know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta okay, I'm gonna turn the TV off. He's still okay. I don't care if you turn the TV off. I'm gonna find something else to get to. Okay, I'm gonna take this away. Okay, I'm gonna go to my iPad. I take the iPad from him. Like, that's so crazy. And it's a parallel because I say to my homegirl who I be talking to all the time, God shows me a visual of how he and I, or is that how you say it? How our relationship is, by how me and my son's relationship is. And I'm so thankful that he loved me like that. And it's like how frustrated I get with my son. I know he be frustrated with me like that because he just wants the best for me, y'all. And I just keep self-sabotaging. At this point, I'm just rambling, y'all. It's late, but I know that if I don't do this video right now, it's not gonna get done. I pick my baby up tomorrow, and then Friday is 4th of July, and I'm gonna try to cook something. I want to cook baked beans, pasta salad, macaroni and cheese, and we're gonna barbecue some chicken. I don't even know how I got on that. I don't know. I'm just rambling. It's late. I'm tired, but I definitely want to get this video out. My plan for these videos, y'all, is to, by the way, I've been talking for 25 minutes. If you like this content, if you just like to hear people ramble and yap, 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 please like the video and subscribe. Yeah, I've been getting a lot of good feedback today. That's another thing I want to talk about, but I just went off on a tangent about some other stuff. Before I close the video, I just want to say it is so important to surround yourself with people who are going to uplift your spirits. Like I was telling y'all in the beginning of the video, how I was feeling today. I got so much positive feedback from my homegirl and my god sister. Shout out to my god sister Nadia if she's watching this video. Hey sis, love you. She was just encouraging me to keep going with making YouTube, and my friend Nicole was encouraging me about my weight loss journey, telling me not to be so hard on myself, but also holding me accountable. Like, it's so very important to have people like that in your corner that's gonna, like I said, encourage you, but also keep it real with you. So I really appreciated that. That made me feel good. And, you know, I'm happy that even though sometimes I do wish I had more friends, and because I'm still young, like, we'll get into that another day. Sometimes I wish I do have more friends and my life was a certain way. The people who I do have in my life right now, they are walking with me on this journey that I feel like I feel appreciated, I feel seen, I feel heard, I don't feel judged, and I feel like I could be in a place where I can be vulnerable and just really just have honest conversations. You get what I'm saying? And that's what I'm trying to give to y'all. So I wish this video was a little bit more structured, but like I just told y'all, I've been on BS for the last 2 days. I haven't been focused, so unfortunately the video isn't as structured as I would like it to be, where I have talking points. But going forward, hopefully that's how the next video diaries will be. Yeah, I am about to attempt to roll my hair back up and kick in the bed and probably BS some more. But tomorrow is a new day. Okay, tomorrow is a new day, and we're gonna try to do better. But it just starts with, like I said in the last video, I'm gonna continue to tell myself. I think that's gonna be my tagline for these videos. Okay, we're gonna tell ourselves that we are capable. Okay, I am able to do what it is that I want to do. I'm capable, I'm able, and I'm enough. I have all the skills that I need to be successful and to be the person that I desire to be. Okay, I don't need to do nothing else. Just be me, take my God-given talents and do that walk. You feel what I'm saying? I'm gonna just keep a positive mindset and keep going. Eventually my day did get better, y'all. But yeah, the self-sabotage, y'all, it's just something different. I don't know why I continue to go back to stuff that hurt me. I don't know why I do that. Yeah, I don't know, but we're gonna figure it out together, and eventually it's gonna come a time where we're gonna look back on this video and be like, remember we was talking about that, and we don't do that no more. So that's what I'm looking forward to. So yeah, it's been 28 minutes. It's not an hour-long video like last time, but if you made it to the end of the video, thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you enjoyed the video, and I hope that you enjoy your night, and I will talk to y'all on the next video diaries. Peace. I gotta get a thumbnail. Hold on. Oh, I look crazy. Let's do like a cute little something. Whatever. Bye, y'all.